I'm Game31, and I never watched the Game Chasers. Who are those guys?
Get upset on the internet. You're assaulted.
Margo, are we live?
Affirmative, Commander. Broadcasting in 3, 2, 1.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to Retro Station 1989. I'm Commander Dan, the lone inhabitant of... Oh, that's right. We are in Milwaukee. That's right, Wisconsin. Home of cheese and beer. In fact, if you look right out the window here, you would see a Miller Lite sign. It's pretty damn sweet because they brew the beer right over there. Now, that might not be your brand, but I don't care because I'm here at the Midwest Gaming Classic. And I've got Cambot here. Say hello, Cambot. Professional as always. All right, so today I'm in the vendor hall. Well, you'll be seeing this a couple hours after I shoot this, but I'm in the vendor hall next to the Milcog desk. That's the Milwaukee Colony of Gamers kind of deal. And they do board games and they teach people how to play. There's a whole library of games. And you'll get to see me live here in Milwaukee. Also, I'm doing commissions this weekend if people ask about it, sure. But I'm also doing demos of Orc and Icons. So please, swing by my table, come say hi, and also, oh, I need some help with this part, because I am, no, hover mode off, Cambot. I'm pointing to, there we go, I need those. Thank you. Oh, damn it, with the difficulties. All right, so, look what I brought to the game hole, not to the game hole comment, to the Midwest Game Convention.
Say it again.
I know. Well, I'll put up the little technical difficulties thing. Look what I brought to the Midwest Gaming Classic. That's right, all the Amico games. So, Generation Gap, I'm going to go ahead and sell these today. I found a dude who, it is Game Legacy or Legacy Games, I think his name is. I'll put the real name here. Yeah, so the dude was talking to me about his podcast, and he's a rad guy, but he's wearing head to toe in television Amico gear, and he has had Tommy Tallarico on his podcast probably, he said, half a dozen times, and there he showed me. He texts Tommy every day. I want to be on the podcast just to talk to him and ask him the questions I have. Like, he wanted me on the podcast because I told him a couple things. Well, if you watch my Way Too Late Gaming News video, you'll understand what I was talking about. I brought up some things that were hot topics to me, which were, hey, Tommy, is this Octane Award real? And it seems like it might not be. But anyway, we're not here to talk about the Amico only. These are on sale, by the way. Come to my table and you might find yourself a whole set of Amico games. That's right, I've got Missile Command, Dynablaster, Moon Patrol, and Finnegan Fox, and then I got the other four, the Brain Duel and Rigid Force Redux Enhanced, which still sounds like a penis medication to me, and Biplanes, which doesn't sound like penis medication, but it sounds like penises may be involved. All right, so that's going to be it for start out, and you're going to see some footage here in a microsecond of the actual arcade and vendor hall from the Midwest Gaming Classic, which I'm a VIP guest at. Hi there, Flat Earth Gaming. Just want to say hello and welcome to the Retro Station, brother. All right, we'll see everybody inside. This is the Midwest Gaming Classic. I was set up in the tabletop gaming area dedicated to Milcog, that's the Milwaukee Company of Gamers, and the card gaming tournaments area. Yu-Gi-Oh! Tournaments were going on that day, and it was a lot of fun. But here is a gentleman who I spoke with about my Amico games. Now, I traded all of them to him, and I'm going to show you what I got for my trades. It's pretty spectacular. But this is Sean. Sean Kelly is awesome. Let's take a look.
Did you happen to see anybody who wants them, or are you going to keep them for yourself?
No, I already have a set, but
I have my extra set at
I
home.
have to have a store in Chicago. So
Oh, fantastic!
I'll put 'em out
I hope
there.
I hope somebody gets them, and man, I hope that it does all well for you, because it did well for me, man. And believe me,
Cool.
that's a great price for it. And I was like blown away by the like.
I'm glad you'll get some use.
Oh, dude, I will. I'm gonna put on the show. I'm gonna open it because I gotta play it, but
Yeah.
I will eat that cost because a fellow fan of the Intellivision got those copies. So Sean and I came to a bargain, an accord, if you will, on the games versus something I picked up, which I'm keeping secret until the live segment at the end of all this. Just wanted to give everyone an idea of what the Midwest Gaming Classic is like, so you guys will come next year, because it was fan-damn-tastic. I'm telling you what, it was great. This is Sean's booth here that we're looking at. But yeah, the guy was the Vectrex king of Chicago, I'm guessing. But yeah, man, he had Vectrex, he had Game Boys, he had prices that were actually on point for sealed stuff, which will come into play later. I think I hinted to that fact when we were watching the video here. I mean, yeah, $1,000 might seem like a lot, but it's a Neo Geo game sealed. A sealed Neo Geo game for $400. He's got King of Monsters 1. $400, folks, sealed. The prices this weekend were exactly what you'd hope they'd be on something like this. It was great. Demon's Sword, another great game, sealed. Final Fantasy, sealed. Prices, $700. Factory sealed, folks. So if you're looking for sealed games, this was the weekend to start getting them. I mean, these prices seem kind of high, but if you're going to collect like that, if that's the level of collecting you're going for, you're going to find yourself in heaven when you go to the Midwest Gaming Classic here. And by the way, this is 2021. You're seeing grab a handful of basically Game Boy Advance games for $10, $3 each. Do you understand what I'm saying here, folks? It was a great weekend to be alive and at a gaming convention.
We're Guys, Games, and Beers, and we never watch the Game Chasers.
Hey everybody, welcome to Retro Station 1989. I'm Commander Dan, the commander and lone human inhabitant of the Retro Station. And I'm back aboard the Retro Station now. We were just in Milwaukee at the Midwest Gaming Classic, and folks, this is a lot of news coming up here after this pickups, but even the pickups are kind of news. So a lot of stuff happened at that convention. First of all, you saw that it was busy days, busy evenings, very good stuff. Big shout outs to Dan Lucen again and Gary Heil, amazingly accommodating, amazing folks. And, well, we'll be wrapping up the video with another special message from someone who was at the convention, and I think you'll all enjoy it. Well, I mean, it's a shame. I swear, the fella, I thought they were friends, but I don't know. Game Chasers, you might want to check this out. It's always my pleasure to spread the love and the word of the Game Chasers. So, okay, so my first goal in the vendor area when I was going out to shop and everything was to offload those 8 Amico games, which I did with Mr. Sean Kelly, this guy. Super nice guy, man. And we talked about the Intellivision, the original. We talked about everything under the sun video game related. He has a Vectrex collection of games and everything. It was nuts. He had original, sealed stuff, brand new stuff. And, you know, I got to meet and walk around and hang out with a little bit. Gamester 81, dude, Gamester, salt of the earth, and he brought me over to Jeff Wittenhagen's table. Jeff, whom I met last time at the convention, super great guy. Just recently purchased his Friday the 13th The Easy Way strategy guide, which I'll be doing a review of. But all told, the dudes I met this week, amazing dudes. Gamester 81 wasn't announced. Wasn't a guest. He was just there having fun. John Riggs, super chill and nice guy. Magnificent fella. So my goal was to get those Amico games, and like Generation X Gamer said, these games will be worth something. Now, his bet was he would donate everything to charity. That's noble. That's the golf clap for nobility. He's had 3 sets he's sold already. And you know what? It would be astonishing if I didn't sell mine in like the first 10 minutes I was there to Jeff. Or to Sean, rather, Sean Kelly. It was pretty sweet, if you want to ask me. So, yeah. What did I get for it? Well, I left the stickers on so you guys can see, but we're going to go through my pickups here. The first pickups that I'm going to talk about were these here. Now, these are, one's complete in box and one's sealed. We'll start with the complete in box one. It's not as fancy or as astonishing as the sealed thing that I got, but Mickey Mousecapade. Now in December, I'm going to be reviewing games like this, and I got it for $35. That was the price on it. Well, actually, I didn't pay anything. I traded for them. And then I got this. Tag on there says $250. So already, just for this, it was over the amount. And then I got Mickey Mousecapade on top of it, complete in box. I already have Mickey Mousecapade, so I have a double. You know what that means? A no prize may be coming for something soon, and you might get Mickey Mousecapade in it. Who knows? I happen to like that game, in case you're wondering. And this is the Death and Return of Superman, sealed. Factory sealed. Oh my god. Well, guess what? I don't give a shit about that. And in January, we're doing superhero games. And the first one I'm going to do is this one, and I'm going to open it on camera. Because fuck sealed video games, in my opinion. You may not share that opinion. I know some guys who don't. That's going to be in the news. God damn it. Okay, so your buddy Dan's going to have to eat some crow in the news segment. I do have to preface everything with that. So hang tight. We got more coming. Oh, but my weekend doesn't stop there. Are you nuts? This was just the trade bait. I did throw him $50 on top of everything because I felt kind of, let's make it even. So all told, I got everything for so $235, so $160, and I tossed $50 in because come on, it was sealed. It was only one. I was, and he was really killer about everything. So yeah, but they're worth money, guys. They're definitely worth money to trade people, especially resellers are looking for those things to sell to folks. And I'm sure he's going to turn around and sell those for $50 or $40 a piece. Midtown Chicago store, are you talking about crazy ideas? Well, that's not a crazy idea. That's just what's going to happen. And so my thought on this and Generation X's thought on this are exactly right. Gamers will want these. You know what I sold that guy for these? This is $300 worth of product. I looked on price charting. His prices were not off. In fact, his prices were low on this one. And I traded him what were a bunch of NFT-related items, RFID cards and coins. And once you open them, you can't reclose them. So, I think I came out on top of that one. I mean, I think we both had an equitable deal. And that's what I'm talking about, man. Equitable deals. They were to be found everywhere. People were in their right minds, for the most part. There's some stuff that happens at every convention that, dudes, when you individually wrap your fun-sized video game shit, I hate that crap. Number one, because I have to open them when I get home. It doesn't impress me that you didn't take care of them. You just wrap them. You shrink wrap them. Why? And you wrap them in the lowest grade of that crackly, crinkly shit, like it's a fucking Mars bar. No, please stop. And then please stop putting them in bins like you're just some guy. And you get there, there's no fucking prices on everything because they have to quickly go to eBay and see. And don't go to eBay before you get there, man. Do your fucking work if you're going to do your work. If you're going to price shit shittily, then price shit shittily and be proud of your shitty prices. Unlike these cats who had a sign that says, look, everything must go. The prices are not final. Dicker deal with us, which was their gimmick. I get that. I'm a grown man. But I talked them off of $20 for Gambari Goemon for the Super Famicom. You may know this as Legend of the Mystical Ninja, but this is Legend of the Mystical Ninja 2. They had 20 on it. I got it for $5. Because I bundled. You bundle, you save. What did I bundle with it? Why, this game, which is a hunk of shit, truth be told, for an additional $5, it is Transformers Convoy. Not Convoy, or Mystery of Convoy is what it's called. Who is Optimus? Mystery of Optimus Prime. And it doesn't have Convoy on the cover. It actually has Maximus on the cover, which is different, I think, right? I don't know. Mystery of Convoy for the Famicom. But I have a Retron 5, so I can play this. And, yeah, $5. Moving on to, oh, man. Mickey Mouse, Magical Quest. But it's the Super Famicom version, which is slightly better because of the frame rate and because of some of the changes they made to the gameplay. So, I love Disney games and I love licensed games. An additional $10. I gave them the price on that so that I got all three for $20. Can't complain about that. Well, you could, but you'd be an asshole if you did. Oh, how about this one I got from a seller who I talked to for quite a bit. He informed me about this really rad documentary that's coming out called Rarity, and we'll talk about that in the news. Again, I'm kind of chagrined here about the news thing. All right, so first I got War of the Gems from him. Check out that price, man. What is that price? $60? Actually, no. I got it from him for $50. Took $10 off. We were just talking about stuff, and I was like, hey, man, I've got this on me in cash. Would you take it? And he took it. It's just that simple, guys. Sometimes they'll just take it. Also from his table, I got his son's copy. This is good for an upcoming multi-game review. World Championship Wrestling, $40. Complete in box. Tag says 55. Wasn't 55, it was 40. Pretty sweet, dude. Complete in box. I never thought I would be a complete in box guy, but apparently when you can find them at a pretty good price, you got to go for it. Looks like the complete in box thing is going away. Not going away, just the prices are getting back to normal. I even had some of the guys here tell me they wish prices were back to pre-COVID prices. I was like, what, lower? Are you crazy? He's like, well, I also buy games. I was like, oh, I see. Also, because you got guys who are literally selling their collection, you can always tell because the prices are going to vary in a way that's meaningful to them, but not like what the common consensus would be. Like I found a guy and it was so awesome. I left it in the thing, but he had Ghosts and Goblins for the NES for $5. I already have it, or else I'd have bought it. He also had Friday the 13th for the NES for $20. That's madness. That's a crazy price for that game, but not to me, and definitely not to a collector who loves that game. So there we are, standing face to face, and so I had to buy something from him. So I found this one, Kid Clown and Crazy Chase for $10. Kid Clown and Crazy Chase is a phenomenal arcade-style game. When I say arcade-style, it is hard as balls, and it tries to steal quarters from you if it could. So more wonderful pickups. I found a guy selling Nintendo 64 stuff, and he had a crispy, wonderful copy of Beetle Adventure Racing. My wife spotted it for 10. She spotted it for 20, and I grabbed it because I needed it, and it's an awesome game. What next? What next we got? Oh, snap. We'll go on to our boxed copy of Star Wars for the NES, and I picked it up for $30. Tag says 35. I was like, look, no manual, box is kind of crinkly. Come on, guys, what can you do? $30. That's what they can do. That's what they can always do. Remember, at a convention, everyone's willing to dicker and deal and haggle, because they're haggle pusses. Did I mention Disney? Well, I also need to mention that Sega Genesis saw some love this weekend. Because I got this Steel Empire. Look at that price, $22. It was actually only $20. It sells a Randall video sticker on it. Some Goo Gone will take that off of there. Let's shoot up a little thing at the bottom, and no box, but it's Steel Empire, man. It's a fantastic game. Prices are coming back to a normal range. We'll talk about that in the news as well. But we're not done yet, because at a booth where I got some other stuff, I found these. Tailspin, $15. Tag says 18, talked them down. 15. And then I got Street Fighter 2010. I know, people hate Street Fighter 2010 for some reason. I got that one for 10. So, yeah, we go 15 and 10, that's 25. Two very good NES titles, plus I also collect the Purple Label Capcom stuff. I don't know why, it's my weird thing. At a booth right around the corner, I picked up these guys. Gotta rifle through my Nintendo powers here. Gotta be kind of delicate with this because some asshole kid pulled out the poster and didn't replace the staples, but I've been looking for this one. It's the DuckTales issue of Nintendo Power. Picked that up. And I also picked up, I think the DuckTales issue was $12. I don't think I'm mistaken on that one. Sorry, it's going to take me just a second here. Already had the Ninja Gaiden 2 strategy guide, but I got an upgrade to the copy that I paid $10 for. And then I got this one for $12, not $24. The Final Fantasy strategy guide of Nintendo Power for Final Fantasy 1. The art is ridiculous, but it's a strategy guide. I love strategy guides from the old school. And there we go. Now, I'm not looking forward to this part. It's time for the news. All right, there's only a little bit of news. And it's that your buddy Commander Dan was wrong about a couple things. I sat down, well, I mostly stood, but I sat down and talked with the guys from WATA Gaming. They were there. So was CGC. Had a little brief chat with those guys. I happen to know a couple dudes who've worked with them on comics and such, but the WATA guys, I had a long conversation with. One of them just subscribed to the channel. Thank you, by the way. And I'm going to have an interview with him. There's an email interview. We're going to go back and forth. And that'll be in a future news episode. But I was wrong about some assumptions that a lot of people are making. I was wrong about what their goal is, but I was right about a couple things. Like, they're trying to make money on being a part of the system that could have been broken. Moreover, Mr. Zelda button batteries don't explode. They're aware. They're aware of that. They're aware that it happens. Not only are they aware that it happens, buddy, they are... And I was shocked to find out that one of the guys, and I don't want to name names because I don't want to blow up their spot here, but one of the fellows there, super chill dude from Tampa, where we talked about the old days in Tampa. Dude was talking about his history. He worked for Toys R Us. He worked for he's worked in the retail portion of the industry, and he knows what I was talking about, because I'd kind of sort of like drive-by trolled them a little bit. It's like, yeah, I know people who have boxes and boxes of F-Zero, because Rue, Clan of the Grey Wolf, has those. There's videotaped evidence of it from like 2014. He just has them. And I know folks who have these things. I know folks who bought from liquidators just tonnage, like pallets. You can do it right now on Amazon. People are selling just pallets of retail goods that were remaindered or returns. Lots of shit. There's too much shit out there. And there's too much sealed shit out there to keep track of unless you keep track of it. And WATA, I will say this, they talked about how they grade stuff, and part of their system is to look up where shit came from. So the stuff that I talked about where you can reseal them, and I told them, hey, I can do an H-seal for you right now in public. They're like, oh, we're aware. We worked retail. And then what they didn't know, is it your grandma? Oh, never mind. I'm going to turn that shit off. God damn, Edge, you're the worst. I don't need live reports on shit that I've done. Anyway, so the WATA guys, we talked. And I set it up so that I would actually talk to them. Now, I'm a fan of Carl Jobst. I'm a fan of, like, people who are crusaders for truth and justice and the gaming way. I'm down with that. But here's the reality. WATA is going to make money one way or the other. And now there's competition. They're happier because the focus isn't on them and their connection to heritage, which, guys, that sign plays up that connection a lot. But who else was out there willing to join up with them? Also, wishing you were part of something when it started is not the same thing as trying to manipulate an entire market, which they're saying, hey, we were shocked as anyone else that these games took off. And since they don't know who the buyers are, they can't really talk about that too much. But I can give you an anecdote that occurred to me, and I'm just going to not name names because I'm keeping these people anonymous in this story. Somebody I'm very well acquainted with was going to buy a painting. The person got outbid by a lot. I had no idea how much money this person had. They'd set aside a sock of cash for this thing, though. But they got outbid because of a personal issue that the bidder had that outbid them. But the two bidders that finally battled it out at the top hated each other. They're having a pissing contest with money. There are people out there that do that. I had no idea. So I was made hip to this, that, hey, could have been that, could have been a lot of other things. But that collection, and we talked about Nintendo Age. We talked about what it looked like. And I explained to them that it didn't matter what was. It mattered what it looked like. And they said they're working on it. They're working on what that stuff looks like. They're trying to make sure that transparency becomes part of it. When Nintendo Age shut down, there are guys who were on those forums, and they're pissed about it. They're like, guy, it looks bad when we do this. And we don't know the whole reason why anything was, shut down. And it wasn't, by the way, to occlude population numbers, which was the big complaint that I had over it. But it wasn't for that express purpose. That wasn't the one reason why they did it. There were plenty of reasons, and some of them were based on articles that were written in the message boards, reviews that were written, and people, once a millionaire or billionaire or whatever they think has it, they're going to come in with, hey, that's my thing. You need to pay me, blah, blah, blah. Nope. I'll just exit all out and I'll take the data with me. It's his. He can do what he wants. He bought it. So, yes, in the ancillary, it does help him with making money. But I got to say, the guys from WATA gave me some stickers, asked me if I wanted to get in the raffle for the sweatshirt. I'm never going to wear a sweatshirt that says WATA on it. But I will have I have a bunch of WATA stickers that I'll give out as no prizes, I'm sure. I did take a couple. And I look forward to our conversation, and we'll name names and everything in that. But I was wrong. I talked to the guys. They're chill. They're super chill. They love video games. We talked about when we started collecting. One of them started collecting in 1990. I was like, ooh. well, you're talking to a very elderly old man. So I started collecting in 1985, I guess. So I've been collecting longer, mister. Commander Dan's the longest collector of all, except for people older than me. And did collect more and faster and a lot differently than I did. But whatever. Guys, I'm just saying that WATA is not the boogeyman. I still am not chill with Heritage Auctions. I'm still not down with the dude who does a lot of manipulative shit. But he's not part of WATA at all. Like, that's their... the look on their face was like, man, yeah, I guess, but it's not like we talked to the guy. It's not like he may have played a part in doing some shady shit, but we don't know for sure, number one. And and you know me, I'm not the guy to hold on to a fucking bone like a dog going, oh, I'm absolutely right. Let's make 50 videos about how I'm right, because I don't do that. If I'm off base, and about WATA specifically, I was off base. These guys are collectors. They do give a shit. But here's a sad fact. And I know I told them to their face. It's like, I want to see this video. I'm like, you really don't. I'm a bitter little bitch in the video. So I'm gonna come off as an asshole, but I apologize to their face. All right? I did that. Because I did come off as an asshole, and after talking to them, you guys are super sweet. They love video games, and they're doing it because they were in like the video game collector space, man. This is the other part of this news. I was told about by the vendor that I got my copy of War of the Gems from. He was just talking about, oh man, he had a problem with Seth Abramson. It's a political thing, man. If you're on Twitter, political Twitter, you know. And his problem with him is that he's probably a Trump guy and the other guy's not. I don't give a shit about that. Politics are fucking stupid right now. It's like liking the Rams or liking the Bills. Sorry, Rams fans and Bills fans. It's not. Those are random teams I could think of off the top of my head. It wasn't like some specific Buffalo Bills hate. And besides, it doesn't matter what fucking football team you like. As long as you shut the fuck up when we're watching movies, you don't spoil things like a goddamn monster or animal before a movie or video game stuff. And you sell your games for the right price, you dildos. Anyway. The point of this was that there's a movie coming out called Rarity. It's a documentary about WATA, about this different level of trading and like collecting that's going on. And we're just not in that realm. I'm not ever going to be in that realm of collecting and trading. I admire people who are. I don't hate the wealthy for being wealthy. I hate things about the wealth and this distribution in this country. I hate the fact that everyone thinks it's a ladder that you can climb, and it's not. It's a fucking slippy slide that everyone's dropping barrels down like fucking Donkey Kong, and we're all pretending that if you get hit by a barrel, it's your fault. It's like, guys, no, luck plays into a lot of this shit. And so does perseverance, so does stick-to-itiveness, but yeah, telling everyone that it's a virtue to work your ass off, that only helps the people making shit that need people to work in the factory. Beyond that, who is that helping you? And you're provided a wage or earning your keep by making some shit. That's my point. That's as political as I get, anyway. So, keep an eye out for that. They're still discussing formats and distribution and all that shit. But when it comes out, I'm going to watch it. I'm going to buy it. I'll watch it. Rarity seems like a really cool idea for a documentary. And we know documentaries can also be full of bullshit. So let's start from that and move forward with our eyes open on what's going on. And I'm like, if you're mad about WATA, know that they like video games. Know that they're not trying to kill the video game trading stuff. And here's a piece of information I didn't know. And I want to know if this is true. So if anyone knows, I speak to Ian Ferguson a bit on Twitter. I'm friendly with his wife, Vonnie. We talk comics, we talk video games. I really like them. They're really down-to-earth, chill people. I have yet to meet Pat Contry in person. I've chatted with him a couple times in like the reply section of his videos. I don't even know if he's aware of who the fuck I am. But they said some shit at that table that was really fucking weird. And so, breaking news, folks. WATA gave him a sealed fucking copy and graded copy of Golgo 13 for free. The fuck are you saying right now? And I even told them right then, I was like, I don't accept gifts from people I would review or even talk about on this fucking show. Is that true? Pat did frame it like they were trying to bribe him. I don't know if that was a bribe, bro. They seemed shocked when they saw your video on it. The guy did seem genuinely shocked. Now, I wouldn't put it over on anyone to say, hey, they fucking didn't give you that thing. I believe they did, but at this point now, I'm going to have to talk to this guy in depth, and we'll talk about what happened. I want the facts, man. So that's why I'm apologizing right here and right now. I was wrong about WATA. They're not a bunch of fucking money. Well, you could just... They buy and sell video games. Absolutely. They are absolutely game sellers to the maximum. But they're doing it because they realized where the money was going to be in all of this coming up. And it was like, well, rarity gets to a point where, what's the rarity of this? Well, hey, let's check it out. I don't think they're manipulating a marketplace so much as they are taking advantage of what a marketplace becomes when the ultra wealthy get involved. And you can hate the game, but don't hate the players in the game. They're doing what they need to do to maintain a steady flow of income, and they're not cheating people. So, apologies, WATA. There, I fucking said it. God damn, this is probably why I don't have over 500 fucking subscribers. Anyway, so Pat, I don't know if you'll see this, but I'll talk to Ian and ask him in a DM. I'm not going to go and put this shit out on Front Street because it's not right to do, ambush people, but this is what I heard. This is what I heard from their face. And it suits their narrative, so I'm not going to say that it's right or it's wrong or it's true or it's false. It sounds like something they would have done, hearing from these guys and talking with them and I literally talked for like an hour, just stood at their table and we chit-chatted about gaming and our collections and what we liked and didn't like about the gaming industry. And I mean, we had a long conversation and we set up an interview in the future via email. So, please, everyone, like and subscribe if you like my channel. And stay tuned for that interview that's coming up. I'll also be on a podcast here. I need to get the information again. I had a very eventful weekend, so I'm looking it up on my phone. I apologize if it seems unprofessional, but what the fuck? I don't get paid for this. Hold on, everybody. Okay. Well, you know what? Watch this while I look that up. Gamer's Realm. The Gamer's Realm Show. It's a podcast. He's a voice actor. This would be Gamer's Realm. Super chill dude. And it's on the 13th. His show's coming back with John Charles Morris, the voice of Andy from Story. And Christmas time is going to be an awesome podcast, and he'll have me on the show. So Gamer's Realm, big ups to you, man. Happy to see it. He was going to actually buy my Amico games, or a couple of them, and I was going to definitely do that, but I got a way better deal from a guy who wanted all of them. Thanks everybody for watching, and again, please like, subscribe, or reply down below if you like what you saw. Flat Earth Gamer, hello. Had a fun time. Where were you, man? Thought you'd be there. You're big dogging me about my 400. Oh wait, how many subscribers do I have now? Is it over 400? Congrats to Generation X on getting to 500. That's very cool. Let's look at my channel, because something else happens all the time here, and I don't know. I just keep getting 422. Oh, 422 subscribers. Everybody at MGC who subscribed this weekend, I appreciate it. Thank you so much. I'm very grateful that you would kindly subscribe. But please check out the videos. If you like what you saw, thumbs up. And if you didn't, keep it to your fucking self. Okay? Don't be a jerk. No, I'm kidding. Thumbs down if you want. But if you do thumbs down, please tell me no. What you don't like about it, and I can maybe change some stuff. Stuff that I can't change is this big fat face, but I can change a lot of other stuff. Jacket, my MGC t-shirt, I can change a lot of things. if, you know, I feel like it. Most of the time I won't, but maybe I will. Anyway, thanks for watching, and remember, no matter what I've said in the past or I'll say in the future, always, always remember to stay retro. Peace.
Get upset on the internet, you're a salt adult, you're a salt adult. Get upset on the internet, you're a salt adult. Throwing out a hissy fit, your views ain't in the millions, and every up and comer is a threat to what you're dealing. And instead of getting better, you just spout up on your Facebook, crying on your Twitter bit about how bad your case look. In case you didn't get it yet, allow me to rephrase it. You cry more than my 4-year-old, I'm actually amazed. Like you couldn't even see the forest for the...
How are you feeling? You got John Riggs here, and I never watched the Game Chasers.
Beautiful.